I'm Lindi Glasgow. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been married for 20 years. I have a daughter who is the light of my life. Her name is Zoe. We have a dog named Milbrae who is precious and also really a very misbehaving dog. I like to walk and run and do yoga. I love wine and I love green chili. I work for iHeartMedia and I'm the Vice President of the Southeast region for our Government Initiatives Division. And what that means is that we work on public outreach marketing campaigns. All of our campaigns are publicly funded. So they're campaigns that you hear or see that are to do with don't drink and drive, or opioid misuse, or COVID, get your vaccine, higher education. COVID has affected different aspects of my job. So prior to COVID, I traveled a lot. I might travel once a week or at least every other week. We've all been quarantined, so really everything that we do is at home. That part wasn't that hard for me to adjust to because I have an office set up and I like working from home. I've been working from home for so long, I kind of got it down. What I learned when I started working remote is that you just got to hit the ground running. And so my best time of the day to work is early in the morning. And so I start early. I get up around 5:30. I'm sitting upstairs doing work and doing like the hard things that are kind of difficult to think about in those really early hours. I do try to get the things that I really don't want to do done first, because it is very easy to go through a day and realize that you've done things that weren't going to really make a big difference in your job, and you've just done all these little things, and you want to make sure that you get the big stuff, the hard stuff that are going to make the most impact. You want to make sure you're focusing on that. I then like to take a break sometime around 9:30 to go for a run or a walk, and then I shower, and then I'm back at my desk around 11, and then I usually work until around 6 that night, and then sometimes I come back to work after dinner. It really just depends on what needs to get done. Our team is a 50 to 60 member team, but we handle the country, and so we all work pretty long hours. Now, I'm not traveling anymore, and something really kind of interesting is that I've been working remote all these years, and now the whole world was doing it with me. That was, in some ways, really enjoyable. I would also say that all the partners and the clients that I work with, we got really close during COVID because you're now meeting with people in a much more intimate setting. As far as just the daily tasks of my job, that didn't really change, except that because the kind of business that we do is for public outreach and for community messages, we've spent a lot of time on getting messages out in all the states that I work in for how to social distance and wear a mask. And now we're working really hard on trying to get, especially for me in the Southeast states, everybody vaccine. The negatives from working from home are the disruptions. We have a very loud dog, so at any point that any car or dog is going to be within 100 yards of our house, he's going to start barking. When you work from home, your family thinks that it's just easy for whatever they need for them to call or to ask you to do something. They just feel like because you're home, it's easier to get you to do that. I love my job, and I'm really fortunate that I've had a successful career, that I've been able to make a good living and provide for my family. In regards to COVID, I just want it to be over.